Best neighborhoods in Valencia.
A really nice place, quite noisy. It's in the city center.
I want to talk about services.
We can make swimming pools.
So you have all complex.
It have risen around 50 to 20%. Sunshine, sea, a lot of tourists, higher and higher every year. Time of construction, it's quite low.
I have 500,000 euros.
I'm ready.
Hello everyone, we had a lot of questions from our customers about building houses, about different zones of Valencia. So today we answer all of your questions. Let's start.
Okay, let's start, Oksana. I'm ready.
I've heard you have properties for sale.
Yes.
In Valencia. Which the best neighborhoods in Valencia, for example, for families or for single peoples?
Next question. Honestly, Valencia have a lot of good areas for living, a lot of good neighborhoods. If you're talking about living with families, I would recommend Campanar, for example. It's a really nice place. It has a lot of bars, it has a lot of restaurants, a lot of entertainment. So it's a really nice place and quiet place to live with families. If you're talking about single person, I will recommend, for example, Rusafa. It's like near the city center, really nice place, quite noisy depending on the streets that you are living on. But if you're a single person who want to live alone and have all the entertainment near you, it's a really nice place. And also I will recommend El Carmen. It's in the city center. The prices are sometimes high, sometimes low. Yes, it's not a like luxury place. You will not find like big urbanizations and you will not find big buildings, but the apartment itself are really nice. So if you, for example, a single person who work from home, you need a quiet place but have a lot of utilities around you, it's a really nice place to live. What's the next question?
I want to talk about services. What services do you offer as a company apart from building houses?
Okay, I mean, as a company, we have a lot of services. For example, we help people to rent temporary apartment if they want to move on to Valencia. We help with legal terms, like for example, obtaining NIE. We help also with bank accounts, obviously building. If they don't want to build and they want to find a house and buy this house, we can also help finding one, an apartment or a house, we don't care. And besides construction, we also help with renovation and with landscaping. We can build gardens, we can make swimming pools, I don't know, install solar panels if a client needs, and we also have our own furniture that we also can sell it to our clients.
Okay, so you have all complex.
Yes, we have all complex.
Do you also handle investments? What are the pros and cons of investing in Spain?
Yes, we handle different types of investments. If you're talking about, for example, South coast in Spain, for example, the prices have risen around 50 to 20%. It's a lot. The pros are really clear. Sunshine, sea, a lot of tourists, a lot of apartments to buy, a lot of plot of lands. But of course, not everything is that good because you have right now a lot of people who want to buy, you have a lot of people investing, you have a lot of people buying a plot of lands. So if you want to invest in the Spanish market, you have to understand that more you wait, more possibilities are lost because even the prices are going to be higher and higher every year. So every year, even the apartment that you want to buy, for example, that costs 300,000 euros, maybe in 5 years, it will cost way more than right now. So if you want to invest, do it right now. And even one thing that I don't like about Spain, that you have to wait a lot to obtain all the permits and all the licenses. Like for example, with construction, sometimes you have to wait 2, 3 or even 4 months to obtain all the permits. And if you want to, I don't know, make your own company that handle investments or a company that's gonna buy houses and then rent these houses, in some of the cases you have to wait 6, 7 or even 8 months to obtain all the permits to start working. So it depends on what you need. But yes, it's a really nice market and if you want to invest, you will not regret it.
Let's imagine a hypothetical situation.
Okay.
For example, next week your client arrives in Spain. What's the step-by-step process to assist them?
First of all, if he doesn't have a NIE, we will help to obtain NIE, open bank accounts. Then we will sign a little contract to find a plot of land. Once we find a plot of land, we help our client to buy it. Meanwhile, this process, we obtain all the permits or the licenses to start building the house and start with the construction. This is a really easy step-by-step situation.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Really easy. It's just you have to need time. That's it. If you give us some time, we will make everything because our company will handle absolutely everything. This way, our clients doesn't have to need to work with 2, 3 or more companies. They just work with us.
And if a client needs a repair for their apartment, for example, or house, that service can you provide?
Right now we have a lot of construction teams, but we also have a team that handle reparation or renovations. If a client needs something small, like for example painting or tiling, we can handle it very easily. And even if the client needs something more bigger, like for example the entire renovation or the entire repair of a house or an apartment, we also can provide that service. Besides that, we have, as I said before, our company have a website when you can buy, besides construction and besides obviously renovation, our clients also can buy furniture from our company. And besides that, we also have fire resistant material for a house, for an apartment, and obviously for an office, if a client need have an office.
And let's talk about investments.
Okay.
What type of investors do you work with?
This year, for example, we work with a lot of investors. The majority of them wanted to make tourist-related business, but we also have investors who want to buy a plot of land and build, for example, like 5, 10 or even 15 houses and then rent these small houses. We also help with people that want to find different projects that are not finished. Buy this project or invest in this project so the project will be finished and then make money. So if you are investors and if you want to find something, build something, we can help you with that.
My next question.
Yes.
Can someone from a completely different industry with no construction technologies work with you, work with your company?
A really easy example. If you have a friend, a relative or a customer that want to build, invest or buy something, you just have to send us his mobile phone or his contact, whatever. We contact this person. If this person buy a house, an apartment or build or invest in our company, you will receive a small percentage. It's like the way your company say thank you to the person that sent us the contact. So yes, we can work with that people.
And let's talk about construction.
Okay.
What materials do you work with?
Currently we're working with 4 main materials. It's concrete, it's traditional brick, it's wood, and in the last SLC panels.
And the next question, what are the prices and which materials do you recommend it for different construction design?
The prices vary really much depending on the construction. If you're talking about timber, the prices go from 1,200 euros to 1,300 euros. Then we have concrete and SLC panels. The prices vary from 1,900 euros to 2,500 euros. Obviously, if you're talking about, for example, 2,300 euros, in majority of the cases, all the services or almost all the services are going to be included in the price. And the last option is traditional brick. We're talking about 2,000 euros to 2,600 euros. Right now it's the most expensive material. If you're talking about the best material or the most versatile material, they are SLC panels.
What is the most recommended material now?
Right now, currently in Spain, are SLC panels because these type of panels are really easy to assemble, so the time of construction it's quite low, not like the other materials. The prices are not that high, it's the same as concrete, and it provides a really great insulation. They are moisture resistant and soundproofing. So this type of material, they are suitable to build in all over Spain, regardless the temperature and the humidity of the zone.
For example, let's imagine situation. I come to you, I have 500,000 euros. What would be perfect construction plan for me?
Okay, for you, for example, I will get you to choose between 2 materials, SLC panels or concrete, the best materials right now. We will build you a nice modern house. We're talking about 150 50 square meters, easy, with big windows, with a small garden or a small playing zone if you have kids, for example, and a big swimming pool. Besides that, we will give you to choose between our furniture to decorate a little bit the house. If you tell me, okay, Alex, I don't care about the furniture and I don't care about the garden, then we will make a house a little bit bigger and install, for example, solar panels.
Nice. And for example, if I have 250,000 euros and I don't have a plot, is it possible to build a house with that budget?
Look, with that budget, if you have already a plot of land, it's possible. I mean, our company have this type of houses and we can work with this type of budget. But if you don't have a plot of land, it is gonna be really, really hard. Because if you find a plot of land, for example, 30,000, 40,000, it's possible. But in majority of the cases, if you want to build near the city, like 30 minutes, 1 hour, in majority of the cases, and in majority of the cities, you will find plot of lands of 100,000 euros, 150,000 euros, so this is too much. So if you have a plot of land, yes, we can build a house. But if you don't have a plot of land, and in majority of the cases you will find plot of lands that are quite costs, this is gonna be pretty hard. But we can try.
Thank you. Is it difficult to obtain permits to start construction, and does a client have to get them?
The client can get all the permits, but in majority of the cases our company is that and handle the entire process. It's not hard, honestly, you just have to need patience, because in majority of the cases you will have to wait 2, 3, at maximum 4 months to obtain all the permits. In our case, for example, normally we wait from 2 to 3 months, like in every construction that we had this year, for example. So it's not hard, you just have to wait a little bit.
And the last question, what is the client's role in the overall process?
That's a really nice question, because in majority of the cases it's the client that asks us what we can do, but the clients, what he have to do, 2 things I would say. Be in contact with our team, it's really important, because honestly work with a person that, for example, I call him or I send him a message and he responds me in 2 weeks. It's really
in touch.
It's really hard to work with a client like that. And the second one, it's make all the payments in time, because the construction process it's made of blocks. And the first block, it's first payment, we transport all the material, we pay to the architect and maintain the process. And the second block, it started the construction, obtaining all the permits, it's second payment. So these 2 things are really important for our client to do.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you have any more questions?
Not now, next time.
Then maybe in the next week or the next 2 weeks. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank to Oksana for prepare all the questions for our clients and for this video. And if you have some new questions or you want to work with us, please send us a message, call us, whatever you want. See you later. Avtonomov & Co. Real Estate. We build houses in the entire Spain from 2,000 euros per square meter. Different variety of materials. C-panels, SLC panels, traditional brick and timber. If you want to know more information or you are interested, click into the link down below.